Hi, this is Taxi's Chronicles, and I'm your host, Simon Ashton. Today we got a young guy, he's 23, and he's experienced life quite a bit. I'm actually here with him now, so he's going to be telling us about his thoughts on the British prison industry and what's he think. So, hi, it's good to have you.
You alright, mate? Thank you for having me.
Speak louder. Okay, so what do you think of jail? Do you think the British prison system is tough enough, or?
Yeah, it's tough enough. I think obviously the smoking bans obviously raised the violence up a bit more, but yeah, it's tough enough because you've got the education part of jail, isn't it?
Do you feel that it does the job in rehabilitating, or do you think it's just a punishment?
I reckon it's just a punishment. Yeah.
So in comparison to other jails around the world that you've heard of, how would you say it stands in the sense of punishment? In other words, in England, I hear you have PlayStation and things like that.
I don't think you should have PlayStations and Xbox, because I think when people go to prison, they think it's like a holiday camp, isn't it? It's like you've got your PlayStation, I think you should take that away from them in prison.
Okay.
I think you should give them bloody colouring pens and colouring books, innit, to deal with.
Okay, that's interesting. Now, sharing your own experience, obviously this is anonymous. I understand that you've had the misfortune of being in Her Majesty's service.
Yeah.
What was that about? How many years was that in total?
Well, I've done 4 years in total. I've been to a young prison when I was 13 to 14, and then 18 to 20 I went to adult prison. I think adult prison is tougher than young prison, but yeah.
What would you say the difference is between adult and young, apart from obviously the age group?
The age group is more violence in younger prisons than older prisons.
Oh, the younger prisons are more violent?
I think there's more violence in younger prisons because they've got nothing to lose, have they? So they're fighting all the time. There's always fights. When I went to older prison, you only had a couple of fights. Yeah.
Would you say there is more of a pecking order in the older prison than the younger?
Yeah, definitely.
So everybody knew their place in the older prison?
Yes.
You knew who was like the daddy or the boss?
Yeah, you know who the daddy or the boss is, and you just keep yourself to yourself, innit?
Okay. Mm-hmm. So tell us about what was your offences?
Offences for ABH for fighting, and driving whilst disqualified, whilst on a ban.
Okay. And do you remember why you was fighting?
Yeah, I sprayed someone with acid, but yeah.
Okay. And how is that person today? Are they
They're partially blind.
Oh, really? Okay. Do you regret what you did?
Yes, definitely. I definitely regret what I done.
Do you ever see that person again? Was it somebody from your neighbourhood?
Yeah, someone who lives close by me. Yes, I still see him, and yeah, we don't really speak anymore. We was friends years ago, but that's what happens, isn't it?
Yeah. And what was it over?
It was over cannabis fight. He was selling cannabis, and I took it off of him and sprayed him with ammonia.
Okay. So talking about leading on to cannabis, how do you think about the
cannabis? I think they should legalise it in this country, and I think it would, the crime rates would go down less.
Make it legal. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you think America and Canada are leading the way in the fact that they're making it legal?
Yeah, I think England should be illegal as well. It should be illegal over here.
It should be legal or illegal?
Illegal.
Illegal?
No, I mean legal.
Legal. Okay,
Sorry.
just get that right. Do you, so all these people who've gone to jail for cannabis crimes, what do you think should happen to them then?
Don't think they should go to prison for cannabis.
Yeah, but for those,
I think the government should be growing it and selling it. They should have coffee shops over here. They shouldn't have dealers on the street. This is why there's loads of people in prison for cannabis.
So do you think it should be something the government should run, or the government should allow to be on the open market?
So saying what the government should run.
Why not the open market? As in, if I'm as a private individual, I want to set up a coffee shop, I can just sell. Obviously, I have to pay my tax to the government, but the government shouldn't dictate to me on how much I can sell and basically be my supplier. Why can I not buy it from some farm or some company in the Caribbean or in South America?
Well, yeah, I think it should be both ways, isn't it?
Okay. So you want weed to be sold like it's just tobacco, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. Bring the bring it down, wouldn't it? Bring the level of crime down.
Okay. So, what made you? Do you regret your time in jail? Do you think it's changed you for the better man?
Yeah, it's definitely changed me. Going to prison definitely changed me because I had a young lifestyle of being a young youth and always up to no good. But yeah, going to prison definitely helped me. Yeah, so there's a lot of courses in prison. There's a lot of stuff in prison what helps you go on the right path and not the wrong path. And as coming out, it's put me on the right path.
Did you do it? What courses did you do?
I done painting and decorating. I done maths. I done railway course.
Oh, railway. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So you're qualified to work on British Rail.
Yep.
Is that a job that you've tried to get since you've come out?
I don't want to do the nights. I like the day job. I like being in the borough.
Oh, you like being in the bar? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But you'll get a lot more money.
Yeah, I'll get a little more money. Maybe in the future, I'll think about it. I've just got all the cards, so...
So it's not about the money, it's more about you being happy what you're doing.
Yeah, it's more about me being happy.
That's good. So a lot of people haven't been to jail and don't even know that. They don't know it's about being happy. They're searching to be an accountant and various other things, and they're just chasing the money, or they're trying to please their parents in that respect, which is, I wouldn't say it's the wisest decision to make. Mm-hmm. So, if there's anything you would change, you've said you've been in jail you've done about 4.5 years in jail. Yeah. So you've probably been there since, let's say, 18, 19.
Yeah, 18, 19, 20.
If you were looking at the younger you now, when you were 18, 19, what would you tell that person? What would you tell the younger you? From your experience that you know now.
I'd tell them, don't follow your friends. Follow yourself. Lead your own path. Don't follow your friend's path.
Okay. So would you say the younger you was very impressionable?
Yeah.
And you did what?
I just did what all my friends did, and I thought that was the right stuff to do, but obviously it wasn't.
Like cool kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. Would you say? I assume you made friends in jail. You had friends in that line of business, or lived that lifestyle, I should say, before jail. Would you say they were people who were impressionable?
No way. Of course not.
Were they were leaders?
They were leaders as well. You know, everyone in prisons are leaders. They egg each other on to do stuff, and they just end up doing stupid stuff in prison. But I weren't one of them. I was one that kept myself to myself, done my time and got home, and now working.
You must see, I assume when you're in jail, I understand they've got different wings, but there's the real hardened criminals, and I don't mean like, let's say the roadman, I mean the
lifers.
Yeah, the lifers, the ethnic cleansing, the war crimes, real organised crime, those kind of people. Yeah. What would you say? What is their attitude? How did those people probably run the jail? or they kept themselves to themselves? What was the case?
Lifers, they're normally working on the servery and stuff like that. They normally got their jobs. They're normally out their cells all day anyway. So.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they're normally out their cells all day. Lifers get the big jobs like cleaners, servery workers, stuff like that.
So the lifers, do they give problems?
Sometimes, yeah. You get the naughty ones and you get the bad ones, isn't it?
So what's the difference between naughty and bad in that respect?
Naughty and bad. Well, one's just one's one's proper naughty and keeps getting in trouble, and the other one's naughty but gets away with it.
Okay, that's interesting. Well, it's been an interesting conversation with you.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm glad you accepted this thing. One last question. What do you see for yourself in the future now?
See for myself in the future as working, a family, and doing the right stuff, not the wrong stuff. Going down the right path, not the wrong path.
Okay. So you see yourself being an upstanding citizen,
Yeah.
would you say?
Yeah,
Law-abiding citizen.
Yes, that's it.
Okay. I'll just throw this question in last night. What do you think of this coronavirus? Do you think it's real? Do you think it's fake? Are you bothered about it? What's the situation of that?
Well, someone like me, 23-year-old young lad, I wouldn't probably catch it, but in terms of my nan or granddad, they would probably catch it. But yeah, I think it's real. Of course it's real. A lot of people died from it, but I don't know.
Do you think everybody should still be indoors, quarantined?
Not everyone. The ones that are vulnerable and could catch it easily, then they should be indoors. But people like young lads like us shouldn't be. I think we should be out working. Work needs to be done.
Yeah, okay, I agree with you that. So basically what you're saying is if you're vulnerable, stay at home.
Yeah, if you're vulnerable, stay at home.
And just be careful who you mix with when you go outside.
Yeah, just make sure you do your 2 metre distance. Make sure you're wearing your mask and make sure you're 2 metres away.
Okay. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, an experienced young guy in life. We all have our experience in many different ways. I hope that was interesting. Please like, share and subscribe. Check the link below if you want to leave comments about this interview and if you want more interviews like that. Do not forget to check out other podcasts out, Africa Investing Stories. It's about people from around the world who have invested in Africa, about their good points, their bad points, their experiences and their thoughts for the future. Okay, and have a nice day.